Give full attention to your own internal truth in your thoughts, even in the fragments of their detail. Do this to allow you to know if your thoughts are purely your thoughts and if your perceptions are purely your perceptions. Do this practice to not only cleanse your mind, but evolve the view of yourself for higher. I've recognized it is extremely easy to allow any outside influence to take and wrap your mind into one way of thinking, without you even truly noticing it affecting your own unity. Even though we all live in separate conscious realities, because the only one that truly knows your view on reality is you, things inside your reality can still lead you to being confused on what pure truth actually is inside of your own unity. This is why I say, give full attention to your own internal truth in your thoughts, even in the fragments of their detail. I say do this practice because it easily opens up the gates to you being aware of actually what type of external influence could be affecting your internal conscious thoughts while you live inside your own unity on a day-to-day basis. Look into your mental patterns and see what is true and pure to you in the deepest way internally. Look deep into your mental patterns and ask yourself, is the norm that you see, live inside of, and call life the purest and truest norm for your own unity? Ask yourself this question transparently while looking at your mental patterns. When you enter your mental patterns deeply in this way, you start to notice that all of your thoughts that cause your actions come purely from what type of environment your conscious mind lays in on a daily basis. Regardless if you are in an environment with a lot of people around every day, or if you are in an environment where you are purely by yourself in your room and scrolling through Instagram influencers all day. Either one is a type of conscious environment your mind stays inside of in a literal sense at all levels of presency. Reaching this deep level of understanding the insides of your mental patterns, you see that you also live inside some type of mind routine on a day-to-day basis. You may begin to realize that every single day you think of the same exact concepts, but towards different types of environments and things in your life, which ultimately lead you to uniquely parallel results over and over again for whatever type of mind routine you keep yourself in while living inside of your own unity. When paying attention to your mental patterns like this, you begin to see inside your mental patterns exactly why you think a certain way and exactly where it may have came from to manifest what you felt was normal. I've noticed when in this moment, you start breaking out of what you used to think was the norm and finding out how much of your old norms were truly negatives that were blocking and confusing you from your truths inside your own unity. I realized when you recognize your mental character with this type of attention to detail, you start to ask your own mind constant questions, such as which one of these thoughts were created purely by me, or which one of these thoughts have I already thought about? And you may start to wonder how many new realizations are you actually having on a daily basis. In this contemplation is where I say you begin to purely try to find and understand your internal truths in your thoughts. And also you begin to discover if your thoughts are purely your thoughts and if your perceptions are purely your perceptions. If you surrender to looking for your purest and deepest version of your internal truth, then your sight and mind will be more clear and pure. Recognizing your internal truths at this stage of looking deeply into your mental patterns will bless you with building the clarity to consciously separate yourself from all that may influence you in your own unity, and will also allow you to control the trance of who you are that flows in you. In essence, being aware that your own thoughts are your own allows you to break out of the trance of this is who I am and enter the flow of I am constantly evolving for a true, pure, and higher reality of who I am. Ultimately realizing to yourself the concept of I am who I am. Recognize literally all your thoughts are the real you at every level of presency inside of your own unity's reality. If you allow a spontaneous thought pattern, you manifest a spontaneous life form. If you allow a pure thought pattern, you manifest a a pure life form inside of your own unity. This is why I say, do the practice of giving full attention to your own internal truth in your thoughts, even in the fragments of their detail, and you will not only cleanse your mind, but evolve the view of yourself for higher. Getting this deep into the understanding of your true and pure thoughts will allow you to freely see and walk in the higher path of you in the purest and truest way for you while you live inside your own unity. I say you begin to freely see higher because you are now no longer trapped in what truly wasn't your pure thought patterns, but instead you have a free mind that only thinks in the path of what honestly feels like higher to you in every way at every single level of presency. And in this intertwining of pure free thoughts and higher feeling, your separate conscious intuitive guidance that is in you will evolve to another level of understanding your own unity. This is where you begin to understand higher things like the concept of Christ consciousness in its truest way for you and the reality of where the purest version of your truest thoughts of your own mind can guide you, not only in your day-to-day life now, but in your older ages and in your soul's purest manifestation for a higher reality for you after your death. Again, this is why I say, do the practice of giving full attention to your internal truth in your thoughts, even in the fragments of their detail, and you will not only cleanse your mind, but evolve the view of yourself for higher. When the purity of every thought is given attention to, your ability to intuitively feel and cultivate are enhanced for higher towards all angelic levels of evolvement in the long term. And the deepest connection to your reality not only enters your mind-body understanding, but your conscious body understanding in the purest way for higher that is literally outside of your body. This is when you not only hear and know your own thoughts, truths, but you hear and know your own soul's conscious thoughts, truths, in an unbelievably intimate way towards new concepts of outer-worldly connected control that literally is in you. You hear your own soul's conscious thoughts, truths, in an unbelievably intimate way towards new concepts of outer-worldly connected control that literally is in your own unity in the purest and truest way for you. In essence, you'll be able to listen and understand your soul at a way deeper level. I believe this is where Christ Jesus himself was able to understand what thoughts were purely his thoughts and how the internal truths in his thoughts were connected to the manifestation of a higher reality of life as a whole. While at the same time, he went so deep into his own purely connected consciousness creation understanding to find the highest outer worldly connection that is in your own unity, which is God. Again, this is why I say, do the practice of giving full attention to your own internal truth in your thoughts, even in the fragments of their detail, and you will not only cleanse your mind, but evolve the view of yourself for higher. Do this and know how the control of knowing your own thoughts brings the purest understanding to higher in all that truly is your life.